Hey guys, so Terry Carter here, and I'm really excited because this is my first video guitar blog. And I've decided to do a blues for us today. And this is one that a lot of my students really seem to like. This one is called Pinstripe Swagger. And it's kind of got a jump blues, sounds a little jazzy, and that's due to not only the chords, but also the right-hand strum pattern. And we're going to talk about both of those right now. So this is a blues in the key of A. Now A on the guitar is on the 6th string, 5th fret. That's an A note. But what's interesting about this first chord, this is called an A9. There's no root in it. So that means that you're going to have to rely on the bass player to hit that note for us. But this chord has a really cool sound. So this is an A9. And the fingering is, your first finger is going to be on the 5th string, 4th fret. Your middle finger is going to be on the 3rd string, 4th fret. Then your 3rd finger, your ring finger, is going to be on the 4th string, 5th fret. And then your pinky is going to be on the 2nd string, 5th fret. And I'm only going to play strings 5, 4, 3, and 2. I'm not going to play the 6th string or the 1st string. Okay? And the way I mute those out is my pinky kind of, if I just dip it, it will just touch that 1st string and mute it. And the 6th string is either muted with my 1st finger by just, it's barely touching, or sometimes my thumb will reach over and just mute that out. Okay, the next chord is a 4 chord in the key of A, B, C, D. And the D is located on the 5th string, 5th fret. Now this chord is a D9. Now this chord does have the root in it. It does have the D in it. And the fingering here is, my 2nd finger, or middle finger, is on the 5th string, 5th fret. My 1st finger is on the 4th string, 4th fret. My 3rd or ring finger is on the 3rd string, 5th fret. And my pinky is right underneath that on the 2nd string, 5th fret. And again, I'm only going to play strings 5, 4, 3, and 2. And I'm going to mute out strings 1 and 6. So you got the D9. All right, so the blues form would then go back to the 1 chord, or A. And then the last 4 bars of the blues, we go to the 5 chord, which in this case is E, right? So A, B, C, D, E. And the E is going to be located on the 5th string, 7th fret. And I'm actually going to play the same shape as the D9, but I'm going to slide it up 2 frets. And so for the E9, my finger is going to be exactly the same. It's going to be, my middle or 2nd finger is going to be on the 5th string, 7th fret. My 1st finger is going to be on the 4th string, 6th fret. My 3rd finger is going to be on the 3rd string, 7th fret. And my pinky is going to be on the 2nd string, 7th fret. And again, I'm going to not play strings 1 or 6. And I got the E9. Okay, so I got the A9, the D9, and then the E9. Now the last chord before we go back to the top of the blues form is a E7 sharp 9 chord, or the Hendrix chord, which is a cool sounding chord. It's very similar to the E9, except all you have to do is take your pinky and slide it over to the 2nd string, 8th fret. So let me just go over the whole fingering for the E7 sharp 9. It's, again, your middle or 2nd finger on the 5th string, 7th fret. Your 1st finger is going to be on the 4th string, 6th fret. Your ring finger or 3rd finger is going to be on the 3rd string, 7th fret. And your pinky is going to be on the 2nd string, 8th fret. And you got the E7 sharp 9 chord. Okay, so let me play through it again. No backing track. It's just going to go 2, 3, 4. Whoa, what was that? I'll come back to that. There it is again. D9, D9. Here we go. Okay, so if you notice, I did something, a half-step slide when I was on the A9 chord. So what I'm doing is I'm just playing A9, 4, A9 again, one more time, Now on bar 4 here, I'm going to play A9 for 2 beats, and then I'm just going to slide it up a half step or 1 fret. All my fingers move up 1 fret, and then that's going to be a B flat 9 chord. Okay, so it's going to go, and then that's going to go right to the D9 chord. Okay, so let me play the first 5 bars again. 2, 3, 4. So A9 again. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I go right to the D9. 2 measures of that, and then back to the A9, and then 1, 2. Then I go up to that B flat 9 again, right before I go to the E9, and then D9, A9, the Hendrix chord, and then you can finish back on the A9 chord. Let's talk about the right hand, because the right hand is now just as important to the feel and sound of this blues as the chords are. Okay? So the right hand pattern, if you notice, the rhythm's pretty simple. It's just quarter note, eighth note, eighth note, quarter note, eighth note, eighth note, quarter note, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3. But what I'm doing is I'm muting the strings, but I'm not palm muting. I'm not using my right hand. I'm using my left hand. And the way I'm doing that is I'm just simply releasing the pressure off the string. So notice my fingers are down. If I just simply lift up, the sound stops ringing. And so what I'm doing is I'm going, hearing the note on beat 1, 1, 2, and. Okay, so it's down, down, up. And the up is where I don't have the pressure down, and you're getting this kind of muted sound. So it's 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. So the mute is an upstroke, and each time it's going to be on the and of 2 and the and of 4. So let me count that slowly. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now it doesn't have that jump blues sound when you do it slow, but practice it slow and then build up the speed. And when you build up the speed, it kind of gives it a little bit more of the jump sound. Okay? Now there's something else I'm doing. On beats 1 and on beats 3, which I said was a quarter note, but I'm playing them staccato, meaning short. And the way you would see that in the notation or the tab would be there'd be a dot over it, and that dot over the note means to play it staccato or short. And so what I'm doing is I'm just going, so I'm not letting it ring out for a full beat. It's kind of ringing out for like almost a half a beat, and then you're hearing silence. So if I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, the way I'm getting the silent sound is by releasing the pressure, and that's what's going to make it staccato. Okay, so let's try it just on the A9 chord with the right hand. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. So just practice this for a while until you get it, until you really feel comfortable and the right hand is really relaxed and smooth sounding. D9, here we go. Let's just stay on each chord for a while. Don't worry about going through the blues form yet. Back to the A9. Okay, we're going to go to the E9. Here we go. 2, 3, and E9. Just stay on here for a couple measures. Now D9. Slide it back. Now A9. All right, now we talk about the very last measure, because what it is, it's going to be a beat and a half on the A9, and then it's going to jump to the Hendrix chord. Okay, so the last measure, just by the last by itself, is 3 and 4. Let me play the whole last line. The context will be a little better. So E9, to the D9, to the A9, and then the Hender's chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. D9, the last 4 bars, A9, and then. Okay, so my rhythm then, this is the only measure it changes in the whole 12-bar blues. And instead of playing down, down, up on the A9, I'm going to go down, up, on the E7 sharp 9. So it's going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Okay, let me play the last 4 again. So E9, D9, A9, and then the last measure A9 up the E7 sharp 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you can end it on the A. And so what I'm doing actually is I'm doing on the A9, the last measure, I'm going down, up, down, and I'm muting that A9, and then I'm on an upstroke on the E7 sharp 9. So that's tough, because it's tough to get from that A9 to the E7 sharp 9, especially if they're new chords for you. So I would practice it like this. Just real slow. Just back and forth until your fingers learn it and get some muscle memory, okay? Okay? So let me play the last 4 bars one more time. So E9, D9, A9, A9, E7 sharp 9. And then we're going to do the whole thing 2 times through. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. E9, D9, A9. And then end it right back on the A9. So let's go ahead and play it now 2 times through with the backing track. All right, so here we go. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. D9 now. Back to the A9. D9, D9. Here we go. Oh yeah. And here we go. All right, so have fun with it, loosen it up. There's a lot of stuff there, but a lot of really great stuff that I think you can use not only for this, but other songs. So if you're interested in downloading the backing track or the notation and tab for it, just follow the link below and you can get everything you need. So thank you, and we'll see you next time.